Alright, welcome back. Today, this time we're gonna try to finish off the primaries, and then the following video we'll probably do the secondaries. If this is your first time tuning into the tier maker, we're like almost like 2/3 of the way through. Please look in the description, click part 1, click the playlist, whatever. Go back to part 1, unless you just want to see my tier ranking of the F2000 MG3 Tavor, G11, M82, and XM8. So F2000 is on par with the XM8. It is a really good gun. When it first came out, I want to say it came out week 3 of the Battle Rewards. It was and is really OP. I don't see a lot of people still using it, but it's still really OP. It is really loud. You can hear it across the whole map. But it's a really OP. It's basically an XM8. It almost looks exactly like an XM8. But for me, it's OP. It does 21 damage, which isn't fantastic, but it's got an 850, I think 850 fire rate and a 30 mag, whereas this is 25 damage, 750, and 30 mag. So it shoots faster than the XM8, meaning it will probably kill faster than the XM8. I know a lot of people, when the F2000 came out, replaced their XM8 with the F2000 to use it. And then I think it did get a nerf, because I think it was on par with the XM8, like as much damage as the XM8, and then it got a nerf because a lot of people were using it. So that's week 3. We're currently in week 2. So it will be out next week. I believe it's a premium gun. MG3 is OP. MG3 is almost as good as the PKM. Might be better. No, it's not as good because it doesn't have a good of a walk speed. PKM you can run with, MG3 you have to walk with, but it has, what is that, 20 damage and 1000 fire rate. It's basically Chris, but with 20 damage, and it has 100 mag. This is the gun for wall bangs. If you need wall bangs, use the MG3 and just shoot wood until it dies. I have a video that's got a lot of views on my channel. It's triple kill wall bang, and then there's even an assist counts as kill there, or multi-kill wall bang, I think. That was with the MG3 when it first came out, and I was just shooting wood. I could see enemies coming up on my radar, and I just shot wood and followed hit markers. That's how you do it. It's really OP. Tavor is also extremely underrated. Before the update that released the XM8 and the Saiga, and what else? No, can't remember what else was in that update. AWP was in that update. The Tavor was the best, I guess, assault rifle. I'm really bad at guns. Tavor was the best. It still remains meta. Tavor, Trevor, whatever. In my opinion, it's not quite OP. It used to be OP back in the day because that was all you had. But it's a solid S tier for me. It's a really good gun, and I know some people like TTV TomTime main it. A few others do main it as well. I know Mocha mained the Tavor MP7, G36C, a little bit of P90, and FAMAS. But Tavor is a really solid gun. G11 when it first came out was game breaking, not OP, game breaking. It's since had a nerf. I think it got too much of a nerf because now it kind of sucks. So as it sits right now, it kind of sucks. It does, what is that, 17 damage, 2500 fire rate. Now, no, I'm sorry, 2100 fire rate and 45 mag. Now, you have to understand with the G11, it shoots 3 bullets at a time. It's unlike the shotgun where, like, a sawed-off, it'll shoot like 6 bullets at a time, and it has 6 rounds. So the sawed-off has 6 rounds of, say, 6 bullets at a time. The G11 has 15 rounds of 3 bullets at a time. So it says 45, it's not 45. Also, 2100, because this says bullets and not rounds, this is actually a 700 fire rate. It's not a 2100 fire rate. So it's not, it's, it's a 700 fire rate of 15 rounds of 3 bullets each. But it used to be really OP. I think it did like 40 damage or something crazy like that when it first came out. It's basically a sniper shotgun. And on mobile, it was game breaking. This is one of the big reasons I left mobile, just because all of my friends had the G11. Most of them used auto shoot. No complaint to them at all, because that's how you play on mobile. But most of them used auto shoot, and you couldn't spawn. It was ridiculous. Every time you spawn, 2 seconds in, you get killed by a G11. It was really sad. But since the nerf, I haven't been back to mobile, just because the other reason that I've left is that I was incredibly laggy. But when it first came out, it was game breaking. Now, not so much. Now, I mean, it's still a really good gun. It's a sniper shotgun. I'm gonna put it as a C tier. It's not terrible. It's not a D or an F. It's just, it takes so long to get a kill. In my opinion, it should get a buff. Not as much as it had to make it game breaking, but it should get a damage buff. Maybe 2 or 3 shots to the head to kill. And it's not 2100. So, a 700 fire rate, find something else that's a 700 fire rate. Maybe make it 25 damage. That would put it right on par with the M240 and the L85. M82. M82 used to be my favorite gun. It was one of the first guns that I got red, which for a while I only had red guns. I had the M82 and the Tavor, which were my only 2 red guns for the longest time. M82 is a really good sniper. It's really fast. You can hit a headshot and kill. It does 70 damage. I seem to remember doing more than that, but you can get a torso. It just counts as kill, and because it shoots so fast and it's so accurate, it's definitely a high-powered sniper. It is really big and bulky, so you can't really run with it. So it's a camping gun. 9 times out of 10, if there's a mobile user, they're maining M82 or shotgun and the Deagle, and usually maining the Deagle and just auto shooting on PC servers. Camping with M82 and running with the Deagle, which is super annoying. Please don't do that. But M82, solid gun, solid sniper. Again, I can't snipe to save my life, but if I have to snipe, I'm going to use the M82, the GOL, or one of the DMRs probably. I don't have a sniper in S tier yet. I definitely think it's better than the RFB. I don't think it's OP. It's gonna go S tier. XM8, easy, OP. Should get a slight nerf, maybe down to 24 damage. But it's definitely OP. It's at this point meta. Whenever you rank up that high and you get XM8, that's how you know you've hit the big ones. That's how you know you've got it. You've hit the big leagues. You've hit the big leagues. So yeah, I think 25 damage, pretty standard. It's definitely OP because it has no recoil. It has really good accuracy. It has a 750 fire rate and a 30 mag. It is the quintessential assault rifle. It is the best gun in the game, other than the PKM. The PKM is my baby and the best gun in the game. You ask me what the best gun in the game is, I'm going to tell you the PKM. If you haven't discovered the power of the PKM, you haven't played the game long enough, or you haven't given the PKM a shot. Alright, so that wraps it up for the primaries. I think this is a really good balloon out. I knew that there would be a slight balloon out. A sign that a game is well balanced with the guns is this curve. This curve of how good the guns are. You have less OP guns, you have more mid-range guns, and you have less trash guns. IMO, these should be your starters. These should be the mid-range guns that you have to unlock, or that you have to buy, and these should be the last guns that you have to buy. Alright, so that wrapped it up for the primaries. Jumping right into the secondaries next.